They don't really understand the fundamental drivers of a customer, and they're just going through yet another race to the bottom.
Welcome back, JD.
Thanks for the opportunity again, John.
JD, in reading your recent book, I Dare You,
Yep.
you talked about key indicators that the sales force may not be performing to optimum.
Right.
I'd like to share probably the top 3 or 4 of those with the audience today,
Okay.
particularly for sales managers to get a feel for the sorts of things they need to be looking for, but also for the salespeople as well.
Right, okay, behaviours. We spend a lot of time looking and talking to organisations about behaviours, and so we've seen a whole variety of poor behaviours that we've been able to indicate the 9 top ones. So the first one is, the worst one, obviously, the first one is a deal slip every month. So
The old forecast issue.
the forecast issue, deal slip. I'm really not in control. As a sales rep, I just haven't done the qualification any justice. I get deal slip. I understand that things happen within businesses, but when it happens on a continual basis, it's for two reasons. The sales rep needs to stand up, and sales management needs to have more interrogation on where the deal's at and what we really know about it. So,
And there's some reasons why it might be slipping, and we need to get to the bottom of that.
exactly.
But some salespeople behave badly on that regularly, I find.
On an absolute
and they
regular
need
basis.
good coaching to understand that, hey, you need to up your skills on selling, you need up your skills on qualification and so on.
Yeah, completely. Qualification becomes a gut-based thing that the rep does rather than a process within a business, and a really healthy review culture of making sure I'm continually in control of opportunity.
Okay, that's a good one. What's the second?
So one of the indicators that led us to was in the CRM, in the customer relationship management system, a deal is either forecast for the last day of the month or it's a round number. So again, am I really in control? Is the board really going to make them have a meeting the day before or 3 days before? Am I really going to get the contract finished? No.
That real hockey stick at the end of the quarter or at the end of the year. Big problem.
Absolutely. They don't really know who's on the board. One of the questions we ask often is, how many people are involved in the decision-making process in what we're proposing? And we typically get an answer of between 4 and 6. In reality, in some organisations that need to go before a board for a business case, we might have up to 20 or even more signatures. So we don't have to meet all those people necessarily. It'd be good if we could, but we just want to know that it's not the 1 or 2 people we're talking to.
And we don't want to know what influence those others are going to have, and maybe there do need to be some that we have to touch.
Either touch or understand what they're thinking about. What are the indicators that they really need to do so we can put that in our business case template? Probably the next one is they're after a template for everything. They kind of don't want to do the hard work. They want a template
I want
for
the
proposals.
standard proposal off
exactly.
the shelf. Yeah.
Why don't we have one already?
Or I want the value proposition.
So we want exactly the value proposition. So they want a template for proposals. They want a template for presentations. All they do is cut and paste the logo, and they don't really understand the fundamental drivers of a customer, and they're just going through yet another race to the bottom.
They haven't got the insight that we talked about in the earlier
No,
discussions.
absolutely, absolutely. They not only do they not know that, but they believe that doing a proposal means that the client's going to buy. And as we know, proposal is just one part of the process. It's really nothing. It's irrelevant to whether the customer's going to buy from us or not.
Customer's showing interest. Let's put a proposal on the table, and then try and close.
And then how do I make that proposal reflect all our discussions, not just the templated process of here he goes. So they're probably some of the main indicators. But again, there's a series of poor behaviours that we see. Why people keep those individuals, I'm stunned about.
Sometimes, though, it's an endemic problem in the organisation itself.
Absolutely.
It's a peer behaviour. They're all learning from each other, and the organisation hasn't changed behavioural style.
Yeah, or the sales leadership in the business isn't as strong as it needs to be. So they're not as hot on some of these components, and so things slip. And hey, Fred's a nice guy, so we'll keep him on board.
So you cover all these in I Dare You, your new book.
Absolutely.
I look forward to reading those in more detail, and look forward to our next discussion.
Thanks, John.